Most parents nowadays are losers, absolutely losers.
A lot of people struggle nowadays with, they just want someone that can say, whatever happens, I'll be next to you, I'll be loyal to you, and I'll support you no matter what. People now really, they struggle about this social media, dopamine, addictions. Yeah.
You need quiet emptiness.
Yeah.
And I go alone into the middle of the desert. I leave my car, I leave my phone in the car. I don't even care that I lose the path. I always have the mindset, okay, God will show me the way.
Hey, buddy,
how are you doing?
How you doing, man?
Amazing.
Week passed.
Another week, man.
Another week of full experiences and
new experience.
It was amazing, man. For me, it was. And I want to start actually with this beautiful quote that I heard.
Tell me.
It's so nice. And I heard it with the nice music, I needed that quote at that moment. So it was like this: if you can dream with a damaged mind and love with a broken heart, you deserve this world and all of its treasures. It was so fucking beautiful, I heard it, and it says a lot of things. You need to know this life to write that quote. First of all, no one truly can understand this quote unless he knows how the life works, how the life has this good and bad sides, and shitty sides also, sometimes dark sides that you need to pass to really understand the life. So it was really nice, but it wasn't the only thing that happened to me. There was a lot of other stuff. We can talk about it today. You can briefly say, or maybe something had an impact on you too.
Actually, I was thinking about the quote too. I don't know if you're familiar with King Solomon. There's this very famous story of King Solomon. He says to one of his servants, he says, if you find me a quote that will remember me to the sad times when I'm happy and to the happy times when I'm sad, then I will give you all the treasures and all of it. So now this servant has this challenge to go and find this quote and put it on a ring and serve it to King Solomon, right? So he goes to the whole village and he's searching to find this ring. And every ring maker is like, this is impossible. What should I put, right? So at the end of the day, he comes back after 1 week. He comes with the ring. He says, I found it. And King Solomon laughs to him. He says, like, it's impossible, right? And when he puts the ring on, he's reading, this too shall pass, which means like when you're happy, you see it and you're like, okay, I'm happy, but this will pass at some point. Yeah. And when you're sad, you see it too, and you will be like, this too shall pass. Also, this moment will pass. So the lesson out of this is, we always want to have happiness. We want to remove all the sadness, but we need to understand that this is part of life. It will always come back, with money, without money, with health, without health. It's just a phase. It will come and go like a roller coaster, and we just need to learn how to live with it.
Yeah, and I think what a lot of people struggle nowadays with is not just that they don't understand it or they're not ready to go through all of that. They just want someone that can say, whatever happens, I'll be next to you, I'll be loyal to you, and I'll support you no matter what. A lot of people nowadays want that kind of connections that's missing.
Yeah, there's a lot of emptiness nowadays. A lot of emptiness. People feel lonely, and it's funny because we are living in a world right now where you have the most social interactions. You can connect with hundreds of people in 1 second, right?
Yeah.
But as we are going down this path, people are getting more lonely because it's fake. Because you're sitting in front of your screen and the screen is fake. It's not real. It's not real persons. You don't have these chemicals as when you sit in front of someone and talk to him. So people are very lonely. It's a very empty times. This is why it's even more important to go and get real connections, real people, real relationships, and not this fake.
Exactly. Yeah. Even the old generations, that had never used these social medias, they starting now. They also starting wearing these headphones every day for many hours, just watching this and scrolling videos like about this
It's insane, man.
funny kid. I don't know, like, you know.
It's insane. Yeah.
My mom likes watching like funny dogs movies or cats movies or.
I think most parents nowadays watch this kind of shit.
Like, yeah, and sometimes I, you know, when I go to her, you know, you can see like she's crying or she's laughing like never before just by watching a video. So, and she spends more time nowadays at home. You know, back in the days, even us, and there's another video actually. It says that whoever was born in 90s, this is the last generation of people that haven't born at the times and where social media was around. So you could just go to your friend, knock at the door, and just say, "Come on, let's go play," or you could just go outside. Your mom or dad wouldn't think where are you or what you're doing, or they wouldn't be scared that something will happen to you. They just knew that you're gonna come back until the sunset.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can remember from my childhood the most thing you could do on your phone was YouTube. This was the most, and there was no shorts or something. Like you had to watch this very long videos without effects, without AI, without. So it was even boring. You know, it was very boring. So nobody was really using so much the phone. People would go out, especially men, play football or go for boxing or I don't know, this kind of stuff. And this was really helping you to develop the social skills and to be truly happy, you know. I can remember people used to be way more happy, man. Way more happy. Now,
You're not happy now?
It's not about me. I think I'm still between these two generations where it started happening. So still, I saw both. I saw, when I was young, I saw this older generation where people really used to be happy, real relationships, real connections. And then I saw how it was going to this dark phase. And definitely, if I had to choose, I would choose the first phase. 100%. 100%. I think there are benefits, but there are more disadvantages right now. 100%. I don't know what you think about it. If you could choose, would you go back to the time without scrolling, without like real connections, going out and playing football, or would you say no?
I mean, I was a kid back then. Yeah, I don't know if I would be grown up. What would be better for me? Maybe for doing business or, you know, like knowing a lot of things about the rest of the world is better now. But back in the days, it was more about being present, being more around the people that surround you in that area, in that radius, let's say. I think every generation, every century, every decade has a good and bad side, for sure. I don't think I would like to go back or change lifetimes. No, for sure not. I'm here for a reason. I know that. And I think people back then also had some struggles, like in 90s in Russia. I don't know like how it was in your country, but in Russia, a lot of people struggling with alcoholism. You know,
I heard about
it was a huge problem. Like in villages, people would drink.
Only 90s or still today?
Huh?
Only 90s or still today?
I think in 90s it was it was more you know, like a trend.
Wow.
Because by TVs, every company, every advertisement was, you know, showing like how cool is it to drink this vodka or that vodka. You know, it was massive, bro, and everybody was just having a vodka every day, drinking on their tables, and even they had no money, they were finding money to buy alcohol. It was a huge problem, and believe me, a lot of people, a lot of those people's kids are struggling till nowadays because their parents were alcoholics. So I think now it's a little bit different. A little bit. People now really they struggle about this social media, dopamine, you know, addictions.
I think for us it's not such a big problem, but when I was seeing, I had my cousin and my aunt and all of them coming over from Iran. It was last month. But anyways, they came and my cousin is like maybe 14, 15. Like this age where puberty starts and all of that. And when I saw them literally on the phone the whole day, not able to have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
And it was not only them, I'm not blaming them, it's literally in this age, if you see the boys and the girls, they're all like this. All of them are like this. And you cannot blame them because this is what they're seeing from other people, right? Everybody is doing it. But the thing is, it was so sad for me. And at the same time, I was happy that I still had this phase where I didn't have this. You know, that I grew up with still this natural, healthy stuff. And then it started. So I could see how life was before. But nowadays, it's really insane. And people literally, they are on the phone and they do this. Yeah. They train their finger for like maybe 4 hours, 5 hours without any break.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. You talk to them, they don't even hear you. They're like this. Just trapped.
You remember, like in 2000s, there were some movies about zombies. They're gonna come soon. They gonna eat all of us. I don't think they meant these kind of zombies. Nowadays, people when they scrolling, they look like real zombies because we are addicted on that. Yeah, and most of the people have that addiction. But you know, my nephews, for example, all of them, like. I have a brother-in-law, and he has 3 kids, you know, and all of them are educating well, you know, they're studying well, ITs, and if you whenever you see them at home, they do something on their computers, they write programs or some codes. So not all of the kids are like that, you know. Not all of the kids are addicted, and it comes from parents too.
Yeah, I agree with you. It comes 90% from parents, but if we talk about percentages, I would argue with you most of the children are like this. There are exceptions, and maybe their parents did a good job, but man, if you see even old people nowadays doing this, what do you expect from the children? You know,
that's the thing. If you want your children to be,
you need to be
disciplined. You need to be disciplined.
The thing is, look at children. They always want their parents to be heroes. Always. They want their dads to be Superman or Batman. They want their moms to be like, I don't know, Catwoman or whatever. They want their parents to be superheroes. And most parents nowadays are losers. Absolutely losers. What do? They're on the phone. No, I'm serious, man. I mean, not all.
If you're trying to put on the same level your parent and a superhero, of course, it's hard for your parent to get there because he doesn't have any skills like
we don't expect them to fly.
You expect them to fly.
But at least they should be a role
model
or role father for the children. But nowadays, you see the parents. They take drugs. They're on social media themselves. They have the average job, average life. There's nothing wrong about being average, but then don't expect your children to, I don't know, bring A's to home and being super healthy and not being obese. And of course, they will get the same, you know, or even worse.
Yeah, that's why I think you need to have a really strong soul. No matter who's your parent, what kind of role he has in your life, you need to forgive them. You know, they've done whatever they could, and your job to just choose what life you want. If you want to be that guy who scrolls the cell phone and doesn't have any dreams and doesn't achieve anything, then blame your parents. Go for that. That's the easy way, I think. No? You don't agree?
I 100% agree with you. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you grew up. If it's with drugs, I don't know, fucked up parents, if I can say it like this. It's in your hands to do the best out of it. Even if you have one leg, one arm, doesn't matter. You can still do the best out of it, right? I was watching this video. There was one guy, he had only one leg. And it was a real video. And he was working in construction. He put his one half leg on like a pedestal or something. He can hold his leg. And he was standing on one leg and he was doing the construction work. And I got so ashamed of myself that I complained so much about life, and we all have this negative mind, right? And I complained so much in my head about life that I want everything perfect. But there are people in such worse situations, and they keep going and they
very
don't cry.
strong.
They're very strong.
They're very strong, powerful souls. They came to this earth to be role models and be archetypes for us, to remind us that everything is possible. No matter how hard your situation is, you shouldn't complain. You should just be grateful for whatever you have, and just every day push yourself for more. We're becoming better and better. Nobody says you need to be the best always. No, actually I asked ChatGPT about discipline. Because I struggled some days when you just wake up, you don't have energy.
Yeah.
You just don't have energy.
Happens to everyone, I think. Yeah.
And the rule of the discipline says that you need to do it every day, consistently.
Yeah.
Just every day. It's the same way, the same energy you need to put. But ChatGPT said, you know what? Actually, discipline is not that. Discipline is when you have that low energy days, you need to do at least something. It doesn't say you need to push the same way as the day that you had a lot of energy. No. You just need to go by the flow. If you feel like you cannot push that much today, just do a small task. Just finish the small task. At least it will keep you on that path. And you will respect yourself for staying on that path, not just giving up.
What do you believe? Which one's right?
No, that's right. Actually, you just need to listen to your body, your energy level. If your battery is low.
Okay, but if you listen to your body, what if your body says, "Go and have a drink, smoke something"?
I mean, you need to do something at least, not just to lay down and just give up.
So you should be productive, but less.
You should be a little bit less productive those days, and the other days when you have a lot of energy, you should do more, of course.
Yeah.
And you will have more energy for doing more, because I've noticed many times, when these low energy days comes, the next day usually you have so much energy that you can do like double, triple, or even 10 times more things than usually. And you cannot do anything about it. This is how the body works, the energies works, so
I agree with you. Actually, I think there are really some days, not when you feel a little bit less or you feel lazy, this is a different topic, but when you really feel tired, I think you should do less, but you should do something productive. There's one more point. When I was thinking about discipline this week, I did this 30-day challenge. I started this 30-day challenge, actually.
Really?
And I did one big mistake. So first of all, what is a 30-day challenge?
Yeah, what is that?
What is that? You have 30 days, and every single day you put tasks for yourself. For example, I will go to the gym, I'll make my bed, I'll eat healthy, and I will, not jerk off, for example. Very easy. It can be anything.
Actually, not easy.
Actually very hard. But the points, just to choose some points, right? You can choose easier points. Now you have to do these points and accomplish every single day for 30 days. You cannot skip any day, even if you're tired, even if you're dying. The 30-day challenge says you have to do it every day. And if you lose it for one day, you have to do the 30 days cycle again. You will lose all your days. That means if you do 10 days and one day you miss it, 0. You have to start again 30
I have
days.
enough time to make it as a habit.
This is the point. This is the point. 30 days. The brain needs, for the first little habit, the brain needs 3 weeks, which is 21 days. For big habits, the brain needs 3 months.
3 months.
This is what psychologists found in studies. So from 3 weeks, it starts becoming easier for you. You don't think about it as much anymore. After 3 months, it's part of your life.
Yeah.
It's part. You don't even think about it at all. You just do it. It's like brushing your teeth.
So
right?
You started the challenge?
I started the challenge, and I did a big mistake. I put at least 6-7 tasks for myself.
Yeah, a lot
big
of
tasks.
Yeah.
Big, not like doing your bed. Big tasks, right? Yeah, I will not talk about the points, but big tasks, very challenging, and obviously I failed after 2 days only. I was very, very disappointed in myself. I was thinking, okay, why can I not do it? I was sitting, I was talking to myself, and I said, doesn't matter what, I will do it. And I failed. And then I noticed, okay, is it? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a human. Like, is it normal to say, okay, I will change all my habits now and immediately? It's not possible, man. You can change slowly. I think I was expecting too much from myself. At the end of the day, I think everything is possible, but you cannot just change your whole identity from the first day for 30 days. So then I was like, okay, I need to change that. I need to put only 2 tasks or 1 or 2 big tasks that I'm struggling right now with, and I focus only on that. And then it was working out. So the problem, what I'm trying to say is, most of the times people want to change, but they want to change everything all of a sudden. It doesn't work like that. It will drain too much energy. It will take everything you have, and at the end of the day, you will just stop and you will just not do it anymore. But if you start with 1 or 2 things, then you can keep up.
So your advice to our followers is start the challenge no matter what. Try 30 days or even better for 3 months.
As long as you can, yeah.
Put like few tasks, not more than that.
Put big tasks, right? If it's so hard for you to make your bed, then you can take it. For example, I think for me or you, this would be something easy because we are already in this discipline journey. We are working on ourselves already a long time. But somebody that is just starting with self-improvement, it might be a little bit harder. Yeah. So for example, going to the gym, this was one of my tasks. I go to the gym regularly, but not every day. So one of my tasks was everyday gym. Okay, so you can put everyday gym and making your bed. And you can start with that, as easy as that. Or if you have more struggles, more difficult struggles in your life, put them, but put only 1 or 2. You don't have to change 10 of your struggles. Right?
You know, it's funny when you said about bed. What I do every day, whenever I wake up, when I fix my bed, I do it every time creatively. I just have a blanket that I put on the bed, 2 blankets, and every time I cover differently, in different shape. I play with them. So I try to turn on my brain cells and to be creative, and that way I'm working on my IQ level, trying to raise it by being creative every day in a new way. So I woke up, just imagine I just woke up and I'm fixing my bed, and okay, I turn on my brain and trying to just do it creatively every time. Just imagine how many ways you can create with these 2 blankets. It's 2, it's not 3, it's not 4. It's true. And okay, first day you will put like this, and then you'll do like this, or cross them, or like X them, or I don't know, just squeeze them somehow, or make a shape of it. So first I was thinking it's impossible to come up with a lot of ways, but what's surprising, I'm doing it for about maybe 3-4 months already. And every day I come with new creative way, bro. It's insane. And it's amazing. And I think it worked like that. Whenever you try to be creative, somehow from somewhere you will get that source of information of doing things in a new way every time.
I really like that. It shows the mind is limited, but reality is not. Yeah. Reality is not limited, but we limit ourselves. We limit ourselves. We say, like, guys, it's not possible. Exactly. But once we go, there's one quote. I don't know exactly how it was going, but the point was like, once you enter the journey, then the path will clear. Yeah. You will not see the path before.
You just need to do the first step.
You need to do the first step, and then slowly life will show you the ways. But you can, from outside, without starting, just from theory, you will not see anything. You need to start it yourself. Doesn't matter what you learn from YouTube, from your teacher, from ChatGPT. If you don't do it yourself, you will not see it. And always the outcome is different than what you learned. Always. This is why I never believed in theory. I think everything, if you want to really learn it, you have to do it yourself.
So it's about faith. When I say trust in God,
also,
it means that you need to put the first step, then the path will clear.
The path will clear.
And it will show the way.
Yeah.
You just need to go step by step. And this is one of the challenging things about discipline. Why people struggle with putting a lot of tasks and having a lot of expectations, because they just see the whole picture, like how hard it's gonna be. They just imagine, okay, I want to start a business. Oh man, I need to do this, that, and then I need to make this kind of connection. I need to raise money. oh, that's a lot of work. I
seems
don't
so
know
hard,
anything.
yeah.
It seems so hard.
Yeah.
But what you need to do is just to do this first step. Just do a 3D model of it, of your product. Just do the 3D model.
You need to do it, and then it will become easy. They say the road to heaven feels like hell. The road to hell feels like heaven. And it's true, sitting there and procrastinating and playing with your PlayStation.
It's your quote?
Huh? No, it's not my quote. It's too nice to be mine. But no, I was reading about this. I read a lot of quotes, actually. I think we can learn a lot about quotes. But at the end, it's theory. So learning is good, but you have to also practice it, right? But it's right. The road to hell really feels so comfortable, man. I want to sit right now at the beach, have my cocktail in my hand. It feels amazing. But imagine I do this for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What is the outcome of this? Did I grow mentally? Did I grow spiritually? Did I learn something new? Or did I just enjoy my life?
When you're young, you don't think about it. You just do that, you just go have fun. But at my age, for example, even 3-4 hours on the beach, I already feel like I'm wasting my time. Like I'm doing something wrong. And that's when I run around on the beach. I start working, I start doing calls.
Like the beach, yeah.
I mean, sometimes you gotta rest. You gotta go to the beach sometimes, and talk to people, make connections, just be with the nature, So it's also very helpful.
Nature is very helpful, yeah. Nature is very helpful, and I think the easiest way to find God is to go to nature.
Yeah.
Just to turn off every distraction, to go to nature and just, I don't know, look into the sky, look to the ground, I don't know, and ask yourself, what is going on right now? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? What do I want from life?
Yeah.
This is what I actually do sometimes when I really don't have the answers and the path is not clearing that easy as I was thinking. I mean, we don't have that much nature in Dubai, so I go to the desert. And no, I really do it. I not that much, but every couple of months.
You need a space when it's no
emptiness.
noise, nothing. Yeah.
You need quiet emptiness.
Yeah.
And I go alone into the middle of the desert. I leave my car. I leave my phone in the car. I don't even care that I lose the path. Or I always have the mindset, okay, God will show me the way, or life, or call it whatever you want.
That's so strong, bro.
And it really helps, man. I did this already 3-4 times. I leave my phone and I just walk. Last time there was a fence. I just climbed over the fence. I wanted to go in the middle of the desert, really, where I don't see anything. It's so amazing, man. When you are there, emptiness, quiet. You cannot hear anyone, anything. You're just alone, but you don't feel alone. You really don't feel alone, man. You feel connected to nature. And it's the moment where I really realized, fuck, I feel less alone than when I'm with people. Sometimes you really need to connect to God, and this is the best way. When you have distractions and phone and people are talking, you don't have time to really connect to God. God is everywhere, I agree, but you don't have time to feel the presence of God.
Yeah, the wisdom comes from silence. So you need to sit in that silence. Sometimes you will need to sit like 30-40 minutes even, or go to the nature and you just don't have any other distractions to hear that. Yeah, you gotta do that all the time.
It really helps.
At least once a week. You agree?
It really helps. I wish I could do it more. The thing is, like, the long drive to the desert and walk, but I really love it. I really enjoy it, and it really helps me. When I was back in Germany, obviously you have more greenery. So for the people that are outside Dubai, even better. Go into the greenery. There's nothing. I mean, how many psychological analysis do we have about this? That green, natural colors affect your brain. Every color affects your brain, by the way, right? So, but especially natural colors like green, brownish, and this kind of stuff, they really help you.
So can you say that in this 30-day or 3 months challenge, you need to put that one task that you need to merge with the nature, go and ground yourself?
I think this is one of the most important points, man. There's another. I talk a lot about studies. I don't know if you noticed. I used to read a lot in PubMed, the official website of all, where they gather all the medical studies. And sometimes I just copy them. I put them to ChatGPT, and I just get the short answers that I'm looking for. So I make it very easy for myself also. So there's another study actually about this, about grounding. They found out that when you do grounding, that means you go, what is grounding, guys? Bare feet on grass, on Mother Earth's soil, and really bare feet, no shoes, no socks, and you stand there for 30 minutes, 1 hour, I don't know, look into the sun, do what you want, just connect your body to nature, and you can reduce inflammation up to, I don't know the exact numbers, up to 50-60%. It was a very high amount. What is inflammation? All the problems in your body, all the, every problem in your body pretty much is created by inflammation. So you can reduce most of your problems and symptoms in your body just by connecting to nature. This is why I would argue 1,000 years ago, humans had way less problems than nowadays. I would say so, yeah. Medicine nowadays says we are developing so fast and all of that, but I think it's fake. I think people are getting more sick. I think people are getting more cancer. When I ask my grandma, grandfather about cancer, some of them don't even know what is cancer, because they didn't have that so much. Nowadays, so many people get cancer and chronic diseases and all of that. I don't think that's natural. I don't think we should get sick. Not crazy sick. Obviously, if you cut yourself or something, it's different. But we shouldn't get sick how we are getting nowadays.
All right, so grounding and putting like few other tasks in your discipline list, and that's it. That's enough for...
Yeah. For example, grounding, going to the gym. You can mix it spiritual with something that really improves your body. I always try to find something that improves body, mind, and soul.
For example?
So you have the whole cycle, because it's a Holy Trinity, and you have this. It's not only from the Christianity. The Holy Trinity is in everywhere.
Yeah.
You can always find there's always three, right?
Yeah.
So what I do, for example, for body, going to the gym, working out, you need to keep your body strong. This will definitely help you. For mind, you can learn, for example, I'm learning a new language right now. I'm trying to learn some Spanish. So you can, I don't know, there's applications for that, or you can do some quiz, some puzzles, or anything for the mind. And for the soul, spirituality, you can, you can meditate, you can go to nature, spirituality is always looking inwards. Because the solution and the answer is always inside of yourself. It's not outside, it's inside. So spirituality, the soul, is always when you just shut off everything and you turn into yourself. Doesn't matter how you do it. So these three ways I would combine.
So I think what Ilya is trying to say, that all of the answers are inside. You shouldn't go and search for it externally.
Yeah.
What usually people do. You need to dig more inside, and you will find the answers, believe me. In that silence, if you just listen to yourself, in that silence, and not only just answers, support. I remember there were some dark days in my life when I was very lonely, was struggling a lot, like I didn't know what to do next, like I was struggling. What's the meaning of life? And I was so devastated. I didn't even want to get up and go to work. But in those moments, I felt some support from inside. Something gives you energy, and I think that's the God. That's the God is pushing you and taking your cross. When you cannot take it further, God will take it instead of you. It will take your cross, and it will show you the way, and it will support you. So you can find answers inward, and you can find that help, support also here. So
it will talk to you. A wise man once said, one of the philosophers I was reading about, he was saying, God is constantly talking to you. Constantly. You're just too deaf to hear. And that's right. We are just too distracted, and we are deaf, and we are not listening. But if we really, really shut off and we really start listening, there's signs. You will dream. You will see the signs, man. You will see it. But I notice also in myself, sometimes I struggle to see the signs because I'm also distracted. I also have these weaknesses, all of us, right? And I try to, as you said, I could do it. I could every week go into nature and connect again and trying to find the answers, but I'm distracted, I'm getting lazy, but I know it will help me. I know it worked before, right? So sometimes we have the answers, but we really don't, maybe we don't want it enough, or maybe we are not ready for it. Can be anything.
Can be anything. I agree.
Yeah.